Hi everyone, Michael Romick here. I just wanted to show you how you can set up your Dotfit program. So we're going to be sending everyone this link. It's a bit.ly link. It's bit.ly/2, capital Q, Z, capital I, capital C, or 8, and then capital D. But this is just a short URL that's going to redirect you to this website. And what you'll do is we want to make sure that the club is PG Fit, and then um, it's under the info@pgfit.com, so that way all of the coaches have access to the program. But what you're going to do is you're going to create an account. So you'll put in your first name and last name. Your username can be anything, but what I would recommend is using your email address, then putting in your email address, confirming your email address, and then creating a password. What I would recommend is using your email address as your username, and then use the password that you use for the PG Fit app. So that way you don't get confused with what your username and password is, and that way you're consistent as far as your username and password with all of your accounts. But once you've created an account, then what you'll want to do is log into the program. So you can go to pgfit.dotfit.com, and then you can log in. Once you've logged in, you're going to go to this page and you're going to put in your goal. So let's say, for example, my goal is to lose weight. You'll click on that, and then what it's going to do is it's going to take you to a screen where you'll need to actually go through and create your program. So this says it's going to take about 7 minutes. There's 4 questionnaires, but you'll put in your personal statistics, your medical history, your physician readiness questionnaire. These are just some simple questions to determine whether or not you're ready to work out. You're going to determine your activity level, and then make sure you set your goal. Once you've done that, then you're going to actually get access to the program. And this is what the program looks like on the back end, but you can come over here and you can track your progress. So for example, I created this program back in 2018. This is just an account that this isn't my personal account, but it's just an account I used to set up. But my current weight at the time was 175 pounds. Well, I checked my weight again, and it's actually 175 pounds. I've gone up about 5 pounds in the last couple of weeks. So really my goal is to lose weight, and I want to try to get back to that 65 pounds. But then you can put in your body fat percentage, and then it'll determine your fat mass and then your lean body mass. But you can come over here and you can review your progress. Um, you can also put in your measurements, so you can add in your weight and your body fat uh, percentage. You can put in your circumference measurements as well. You can also, one of my favorite aspects of this program is the meal plans. So once you've created a program, it'll give you some reference menus to look at. But there's heart healthy, there's lactose free, there's a healthy fast food, vegetarian, 40-30-30, which is going to be 40% carbs, 30% protein, and 30% fat. This macronutrient profile has actually been scientifically proven to help somebody lose weight the quickest. So that's why that one's in there. Then there's a standard, there's the standard American diet, and there's the night out, and then athletic performance. So if I click on, for example, heart healthy, it'll actually give me a customized meal plan to follow. And I can go through and I can print this out, or I can go through and customize this. So for example, if I don't like raspberries, I can change that to strawberries. But it gives you some great uh, um, meals to look at, just to reference, so that you can get an idea of how you should be balancing your meals and approximately how many calories you should be taking in throughout the day. Then you can go through and you can actually log your food. So if you wanted to use this to log your food, you can, but you can click over here and do a search. So for example, let's say I wanted to do a search for eggs. What it'll do is pull up everything that it has in the database under the word eggs, and then you can add that item. You want to make sure that you get the portion size correct, but you can log your food. This isn't the most user-friendly program to log your food. They do have a mobile app version. It's not one that you can download in the App Store or in Google Play, but you can actually download. You can download it on your home screen. But you can log your food. You can log your water intake. You can also log your activity level. Uh, One of the neat parts of this program is you can also go through and create a customized workout. So for example, if I wanted to create a customized workout, I could go over here and add a new one, call it whatever I wanted to. So let's just call it Michael's workout. And let's say I want to do a muscle gain program. So once I've saved the program, I can go over here and add the flexibility. So it'll show me the foam rolling exercises I can add. So let's say I want to foam roll my calves. I want to foam roll my IT bands. Okay, then I can go through and I can put in the static stretches that I want to do. So let's say, for example, I want to stretch out my calves, make sure I stretch out those hamstrings, and then stretch out my shoulders. So then I can go through and add my core exercises. So for example, I want to do maybe a cable chop. Well, if you don't have access to a cable chop, well, let's delete that. Um, let's go back over here and maybe I'll just do cobras on the ball. Then I can add in a balance exercise. So remember, every aspect of your program, you want to make sure you're doing the myofascial work. You're going to go through and do some corrective exercises. You're going to do some core work, maybe a little bit of balance work. So let's say, for example, I just want to do a simple step up. So I'll add that in there. And then you can do total body. So I want to do a strength version of this. So I'm going to do that with a medicine ball because I have access to one at home. But then you can go through and create an entire workout. So you could, if you want to isolate your chest, your back, your shoulders, your triceps, biceps, or legs, you can do that. But then once you've created the program, you can actually add it to the calendar. So there's also some apps and devices that you can integrate with this program. So if you use MyFitnessPal, that's typically the app that we recommend to log your food because it's really the most user friendly and it's got the most extensive database. But you can actually integrate MyFitnessPal through NetPulse, and what it'll do is it'll just pull that information over and tell you how many calories you're consuming throughout the day. If you have a Fitbit, a Garmin, or a Polar device, or even if you want to use your in-body measurements, you can pull that information over as well and track your progress or track how many calories you're burning throughout the day. One of the best parts of the program is also going to be the dietary support recommendations. So once you set up your program, it'll tell you what supplements you should be consuming. So once you've set up your program, then you can order the supplements online. Right now, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, what they're doing is offering 20% off all their supplements. And if you spend $50 or more, I believe you can get free shipping. So um, that's a great sale to take advantage of. There's also a lot of really useful information here underneath the Learning tab. There's different recipes. There's different resources that you can access to pretty much learn about any aspect of health and fitness. You can also go to the store and you can review any of the supplements they have. And then another really cool resource is you can ask an expert. So they have a registered dietitian on staff. And if you have any specific questions, you can ask them questions specifically and they'll get back to you typically within 24 to 48 hours. There's also a lot of videos that they created, so you can go through and review those as well. But hopefully that answers any questions that you might have about your Dotfit program. We'll make sure that you have access to this in the membership website tab. So thank you very much for taking the time to learn more about the Dotfit program. Thanks and have a great day.